You were undefeated on the amateur circuit.
Yeah.
And your parents pulled you out at one point. And I was wondering, in that moment, how did you feel, both with the success you were having and then, taking a break from that?
I really believed in what they said. Thankfully, they were right. It could have gone wrong, pulled me out of the juniors, never to play again. But it all worked out, thank God. It's a perfect storm. And so I think that gave us the time to develop our games without pressure. There's a lot of pressure in the juniors to win your matches, so that way you're either recruited to the right colleges or you are able to get those wild cards into the majors, and it's a lot along the way. Young tennis players are traveling around the world to play the international tournaments, and so you can also experience burnout. You can start to love the game, and the thing about sport, it's like the ultimate love. Like, once you're an athlete, you're always an athlete in your heart. Like, you always remember that moment of being an athlete, and you take it with you everywhere, and to lose that would be tragic. Right, so I think in a lot of sense it preserved us and helped us to play a lot longer.
That's fantastic. You turned pro at 14.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, I have a 13-year-old. I cannot imagine that.
To be honest, I can't imagine it either.
I was wondering, when you meet 14-years-olds, do you look at them and are like, how did it happen? How did I do that? Or did you feel so ready in that moment?
It's very strange to think about it now. It feels like a whole lifetime ago and another person. It almost feels like it didn't happen to me, but from the record, it did. And looking back, it's actually scary to think about. But at the end of the day, if you put in the work and you believe in what you're doing, that work meets belief, you can't stop it. So at the end of the day, that's really what it was, those two coming together. And also not thinking too much, really trusting in what you're doing, trusting that you're putting that process in place to do the right thing so you do succeed. So it's a lot of trust, and that's the beautiful thing about being in the moment, that it just happens. You can let those moments happen, and looking back, I was so free.